Good morning, seventh graders. I'm calling you today to tell you about the rest of our week. Today, tomorrow, and Friday, I'd like you to read your choice book and fill in our reading log. You'll turn that in on Friday at some point. As I've actually told a lot of people so far, the deadlines right now for everything are pretty flexible. I know there are a lot of things going on with you. Your internet may be spotty, you may have chores. So don't stress so much about the deadlines as much as just participating and getting stuff turned in. The other thing we're going to start today, but isn't due until Friday, is a persuasive letter assignment. So that's what I'm mostly going to go over today. Reminder that when we are reading, if you don't have extra books at home, you can always search online for a title plus PDF, and you'll generally find a way to read it. You can also usually find audio on YouTube to go with whatever you want to read. Obviously, you can read articles, you can read manga, you can read graphic novels, you can read anything you'd like. And of course, there might be a little free library in your neighborhood where you can borrow a book. Our letter assignment is going to be based on all of the texts we read last week and this week. We've read and watched 3 texts about the water crises, which is the plural of crisis, across America, one of the wealthiest developed nations in the world. A lot of your commentary expressed that you felt angry, confused, outraged, and that you felt that this was a solvable problem. So our job is now to inspire change by writing a persuasive letter. However, you're not going to write from your own perspective. You are going to take a role of either a Navajo resident, a resident of Flint, Michigan. You could be a student affected by the crisis or a journalist covering the situations. That means you could be somebody who isn't directly affected, but is angry on behalf of others. You are allowed to say an I and to express your feelings, but remain tactful. That means no ranting, no cussing, no exclamations, because nobody listens to people shouting at them. It's not very professional. You will also notice here, and I am sending you an email. Tomorrow, I'm going to host a live Zoom meeting. That means a live, basically, class where you can come participate on your phone or on your computer. You do not have to have your face in it, but that's a way for us to have a conversation. We're going to start with talking about some of the questions that you came up with in our articles last week and based on the video. And then we will talk about how to work on this letter. And this is just an optional assignment, but I think it would be really, really wonderful to see you all and hear from you all. Our letter is going to be pretty brief. It's not a long assignment. You can address it to the EPA, the leaders of the Navajo Nation, or any other influential person or organization you think would be appropriate. What you're going to write is essentially 3 short paragraphs. One, which is brief, an intro. What's the background on the issue? What does somebody reading your letter need to know? 2, your this is still in the intro, a thesis with a claim or a goal, plus 1 reason. You can certainly do 2 reasons if that's easier for you. And then the expectation is 1 body paragraph, which is basically a race paragraph, but with 2 pieces of evidence, one from each of 2 different texts. Yes, you may use all 3 texts or 2 separate body paragraphs if you'd like some extra credit for extra effort. And then your last paragraph is essentially a rebuttal and a conclusion. Why would somebody tell you that your request is unreasonable? Why would they tell you that it's impossible? We've heard a lot of those ideas already of why these problems aren't solved yet. And then sign it with your fake name or identity. Yes, you can make up a person. Please do so. This is the information for our meeting tomorrow. And as I said, I'm going to email this to all of you and your parents. What you're going to do is click this link. It's live from tomorrow starting at 10:30, and it'll take you to a sign-in page that looks like this. Now you should, if you haven't used Zoom before, which probably you haven't, you're going to click this button and it'll open up basically this app thing. You might have to click accept and then you'll click join. You'll log in with your school ID, click login with Google, and then you're going to put in the meeting ID I've sent you. Please leave your audio on, but you are allowed to turn off your video if you'd like, and then click join. I will be there. Miss Ogden will probably be there. It'll be awesome. So please join us there. And I